Last month, on the way to Battleground, the rumors started to run about Undertaker making a return as well as Sting making a return to WWE at SummerSlam 2015. Ended up going with Undertaker versus Brock in the main event, and it seems like Sting never got the call from WWE to be a part of SummerSlam. I know that he is going to be a part of the SummerSlam Spectacular. They are bringing him in for an autograph signing SummerSlam week. I think it's taking place the day before SummerSlam. It might be happening on Friday. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't look into it a lot because the main reason I'm not going to SummerSlam this year. But I think that honestly, the SummerSlam people, the fans of this New York, New Jersey area and Brooklyn, I think they're getting a little bit ripped off. I know that WWE is charging a good little penny for what they're calling meet and greets, and they are having a few things that are called panels, which I think they're going to be shot for WWE's network, and I think those are going to be good programming along the way. Last year they had some panels which featured DX, which was filmed and was put onto the network, but they also had they did the panel of what's it called? It was the video game release thing that was live on the network, but they had Stone Cold Steve Austin, which I was at. They had Hulk Hogan. They had a few of these panels. They're going to be doing those again this year, which I think will be WWE Network sort of exclusive ways to see it, which I think that's pretty good. But honestly, they're not doing SummerSlam access, which, in LA was very cool, right outside of the Staples Center. They blocked off the street in between the mall and the Staples Center, and they set up booths where you could buy merchandise, you could meet wrestlers, you could do certain things along the way, which was very fun, especially if you could come the day before. Saturday was an all-day event of access, but also if you were just coming to SummerSlam itself, spend the extra $50, go into the Fan Fest, meet some wrestlers, and make it a whole day of it. We're very, very fun. But it turns out that they're not going to be doing a whole sort of ordeal for access. If you look back at WrestleMania 29, I think one of the big disappointments for a lot of fans was WrestleMania access. Instead of being put into a convention center where it's had a lot of success running for WrestleManias in the past, they ended up putting it inside of an arena where basically you met the people. They were on the press boxes, I guess you can say. I wasn't there, so I'm not 100% sure, but I've watched videos and talked to my friends about it, and you ended up having to be in a line around the concourse throughout the place. They roped it off after a certain amount of people. Normally when you go to a WrestleMania access, if you go to one of the popular ones, you should honestly always be able to meet two people, if not three, per session. But people were saying at WrestleMania access that if you got two people, honestly, you were very lucky. And sometimes there were people that you didn't really even care about meeting. And sometimes there were people where their line got blocked off immediately. And there was no chance in the world you were going to be meeting them there. But, if you buy these tickets, you're guaranteed to meet him. Sting's already going to be there. The rumor was for Sting that he was going to be a part of the sixth man, which would have been the Shield versus the Wyatts. Sting would have, of course, been the newest Shield member. Somebody would have been added onto the Wyatts, whether if it's Eric Rowan returning. I've heard rumors that he was actually at the Target Center in Minneapolis at Monday Night Raw. Maybe they were going over the match. Maybe they were trying to plan something out. But my guess is that more than likely Sting will be a part of SummerSlam when it's all said and done. Dave Meltzer reported on Wrestling Observer Radio a few times that Sting was given the call that he was going to be a part of SummerSlam. At the last minute, he was pulled out. They ended up thinking that maybe Undertaker versus Brock was too strong. They didn't need Sting. Maybe some people say they're saving Sting for another month. But as of right now, Sting is in ring shape. Sting's going to be in Brooklyn for the autograph signing. You might as well bring him in and have him do some sort of something at SummerSlam, whether if that's Eric Rowan jumping the rail, helping the Wyatts pull out the victory over the Shield, Sting coming down and saying like, hey, I'm not let this going down. How Sting fits into being a Shield member, how Sting fits into being against the Wyatts, why he cares that it's 3-on-2 against Ambrose and Reigns, I got no clue. That's for WWE to make up some story, because as of right now, when you look at Undertaker versus Brock, Undertaker came back to avenge his loss at WrestleMania 30, making it seem that he had never been in WWE since WrestleMania 30, but we all saw him at WrestleMania 31. They're acting like that never happened. They're able to build this story around this. they can build a story around Sting returning and joining the Shield. So it's pretty easy. In my mind, I think Sting's going to be there. I think we're going to see him at SummerSlam. What do you guys think?